Afrikaans eerste addisionele taal. So Afrikaans first additional language. Exam 2025. Hello guys, let's start. I'm going to help you to go through your learning papers. I hope you listen well and that you are focused. Goed, wat is 'n synoniem? We start with synonyms. 'n Synoniem in Afrikaans verwys na woorde wat min of meer dieselfde betekenis dra. In English, a synonym is a word or phrase, the meaning of which is the same or nearly the same as another word or phrase. So if you look at the two girls, hulle is mooi en hulle is pragtig. It's the same, beautiful and pretty. Goed, let's go through examples. Spog is pronk, fout is blaps, storie is 'n verhaal, babbel is klets, familie is 'n gesin, mamma is moeder, bang is bevrees, gratis is verniet, dig is rym, kwes is wond. So the words has the same meaning. Then we go to the next slide. Antonieme, antonyms. Wat is 'n antoniem? Dis 'n woord wat die teenoorgestelde is. So antonyms, you know all, it is the opposite meaning. So if you look at this picture, the one bird is very pretty and the other one is not so. So it's ugly. Mooi en lelik. Goed, so let's do the opposites. Antonieme, die teenoorgestelde. Fliks is lui, gesond is siek, diep is vlak, sterk is swak, ingang is 'n uitgang, lig en donker, jonk en oud, vroeg is laat, duur goedkoop, gevind verloor. So that's the opposite. So if you look at the other two pictures, one boy is strong and the other one is weak. The lady is old and the girl is young. So opposites. Antonieme, opposites. Samestellings, compound words. Samestellings is woorde wat uit 2 of meer woorddele bestaan. Hierdie soort woorde moet vasgeskryf word. Compound words are when 2 or more words combine to form a new single word or a phrase that acts like a single word. Then there's an example like jelly plus fish is a jellyfish. So jelly plus fish is a jellyfish. So gaan deur die voorbeeld. Just go through. So you combine 2 words. Like a book plus a shelf is a bookshelf. Book plus a rak is a boekrak. Goed. Idiome, idioms. Idiome word ook spreekwoorde, gesegdes of segswyses genoem. A group of words established by usage having a meaning from those of the individual words. Goed. That's when you say the apple doesn't fall from the tree, so the meaning of that is they are the same. So you're the same like your brother, or you're the same like your granny. So it can be something positive or it can be something negative. Goed, so let's look at the other examples. Elke pot het sy eie deksel. So every pot has its own lid. It means there is somebody that fits with you. So elke persoon het iemand wat by hom pas. There is somebody that is for you. Is meant for you. Goed, om tou op te gooi, jy gee op, jou rieme styf te loop, jy is in die moeilikheid, daar's 'n slang in die gras, moeilikheid is op pad, 'n kat in die sak koop, so dit is 'n swak koopie, 'n mond vol tande sit, jy het niks om te sê nie, 'n keel opsit, aan die skreeu gaan, my hand is afgekap, moedeloos, jy weet nie meer wat om te doen nie, en die alfa en die omega, die begin en die einde. Goed, deelteken. So, 'n deelteken in Engels is diaresis. It's when you put the 2 dots on a E. So, 'n deelteken, soos die funksie van 'n deelteken is om aan te dui dat 2 vokale wat na mekaar volg nie as 'n diftong uitgespreek moet word nie, maar wel as 2 verskillende klinkers. As mens sou dus kon sê 'n deelteken verleen 'n ekstra lettergreep aan 'n woord. So in English, the meaning in English, a diaresis always goes over the second vowel, and it means that the vowel is leading of a separate syllable. A diaresis is maak place over a vowel to indicate that the vowel is pronounced in a separate syllable. Goed, so kom ons kyk gou-gou. So you're gonna hear the words changing. So dis o, nie oe nie. Voel, nie voel nie. Reën, knieë, vee, vliee, seël en geëet. So if you listen to the words, the pronunciation of the words is different. Goed, 'n kappie e. 'n kappie dui 'n klank aan wat uitgerek word. So if you can look at the cup, it looks almost like a roof over the e. Goed, die kappie wys vir ons waar daar 'n lang klank is. So it shows us where the sound is longer en die kappie kom gewoonlik op die e, o, e. So you can say the kappie is on vowels. Goed, wêreld, blaar, brû, parel, môre, Carol. So if you don't know what's Carol, it's your boyfriend. Skaar, lê en laar. So look where they put the kappie. So tydsvorme, tenses. I know some of you are very good in this. It's when you have the past, the future and the present tenses. Verlede tyd is wanneer ek 'n sinnetjie maak, ek het 'n appel geëet. So that was the past. Teenwoordige tyd, so it's the present, it's now. So die eksamen is maklik of die kat slaap heerlik. Toekomende tyd, the future tense. It is when you use the word sal. So die eksamen sal maklik wees of die kat sal heerlik slaap. Lidwoorde, so articles. Dit is 'n onbepaalde lidwoord en 'n bepaalde lidwoord, soos 'n I of the. So 'n is 'n I en die is the. So onbepaalde lidwoord is daar word nie na iets spesifieks verwys nie. So 'n by het my gestek. 'n kameelperd het 'n lang nek. So it's not something specific when you put 'n in. Wanneer jy die insit, the, daar word na iets spesifiek, soos die potlood is myne. So this is my pencil. Goed, die kinders speel in die tuin. So kyk bietjie na 'n en die. So it's articles, onbepaalde en bepaalde lidwoorde. Goed, then you've got sinsoorte, types of sentences. 'n stelsin. 'n stelsin, dit is 'n sin wat iets sê of 'n feit is. So that's the meaning, like mommy's got a beautiful dress or I am a good child. Goed. Then you get a vraagsin, a question mark. That's when you put a question mark at the end of the sentence. So that it's when you're asking a question. Dit is 'n vraagsin. So gaan jy winkels toe? Gaan jy op vakansie? So you're asking something. Then you get 'n bevelsin. So bevelsin, dit is 'n sin wat vir jou sê wat om te doen. So it's like I'm telling you, please close the door. Bring me your book. So it's sentences that you put an exclamation mark. Goed. En dan kan jy uitroepsin. 'n uitroepsin is also an exclamation mark, but that is when you put emotion into it. When you're happy, sad or angry. So, jippie, ons het gewen. Of eina, ek het my toon gestamp. Goed, woordsoorte. So, part of speech. Werkwoorde, it's a verb. So, it's a doing word. So, 'n woord wat 'n aksie aandui. Soos sing, en sit, en eet, draf, speel, so it's a doing word. Dan byvoeglike naamwoord. It's an adjective. It describes something, like it's a pretty bird, or he kicked the ball very far. So dit is wanneer jy 'n selfstandige naamwoord beskryf. So the adjective describes the noun. And then you get the noun, selfstandige naamwoord, 'n woord wat 'n persoon of plek of ding of idee is. So if I'm telling you Susan is going to Checkers, so it's a noun. You can see Susan, you can feel her, you can see Checkers, you can see this, you can feel the items in the shop, so it's something that is there. Goed, homonyms, woorde wat dieselfde gespel word, maar meer as een betekenis het. So a homonym is a word that is said or spelled the same way as another word, but has different meanings. I did put an extra paper in it so that you can see with pictures. And then homofone, homophones, woorde wat dieselfde klink, maar wat anders gespel word. So it's word that has, you hear it, it sounds the same, but it's got a different spelling and a different meaning. So homophones are words that sound the same but have different meanings. They also have a different spelling. Alright, good luck. I know you can do this and you make me very proud. Have a very nice day.